Hello everybody, welcome back to stream. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful day. Hello, I've been a busy bird. Hopefully you're having a good day. I have been busy, and I've got a video going up at 9 PM tonight. No idea what it is yet. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. But for now, we do have things that we can do and can talk about. One of those things is, I'm a furry! You can stop my world. It's gonna be 5 minutes before one of my mods clips that and puts it in the Discord. Just me screaming, I'm a furry. I need to think before I speak. Oh, hello gamers! Alright, so a lot of you will have already seen the things that are out, but as we all know, Marvel Rivals news days, they stagger the information. They tend to put things out like every hour. So the plan for today is I'm gonna watch the stuff that's come out before I went live. We're gonna play games with the community. Then we're gonna watch the new stuff as it comes out until I run out of things to watch or run out of energy, whichever happens first. Are we ready, gamers? My eyes are a bit funny. I'm not actually seeing very well. I've got like I've mentioned it before, but occasionally I get like grey splotches in my vision. I don't know what causes it, but like I can't read the bottom of chat at the moment. It's a little blurry for me. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna put my glasses on before we watch. Maybe it's just eye strain because I've been staring at my computer all day. Oh, fuck. I'll put this on whilst we go, whilst we wait. And then... let me know if it's too loud or not loud enough, chat.
Our city is under siege, and these vigilantes threaten.
Agreed. I'm not putting any of this stuff up on my channel, so if you want to clip it for the like fan account you do on TikTok, or if anyone with a fan account wants to, do it. If you want a device, do it quickly though, because it will become bloated quickly and people will stop caring. I'm not putting any of it up on my channel, so you're free to use it. We knew Black Cat was coming. She is going to be a tank. There's been rumors going around because she's 7 feet tall. She's totally going to be a tank. Look at how tall she is. Look up, she's like broad. She's going to be an agility tank. I bet she's going to play like, not like Venom, but in the same type of tank as Venom, where it's like they don't survive through brawn alone. It's agility. I bet she's like a soft tank. You know what I mean?
Aha! Just what the mayor ordered.
1 minute. I just need to put my glasses on, chat. 1 minute. Oh! When did they put Mackie in Marvel Rivals? We're never beating the allegations, chat. Chat, we're never beating them. This is how they're advertising new heroes. No.
Hiring petty thieves while the city's in crisis? Why am I not
God, women in
surprised?
suits.
How unexpected. You miscalculated.
She's a foxy lady, man.
Don't cross my path! Just what the mayor ordered. Hiring petty thieves while the city's in crisis? Why am I not surprised? How unexpected. You miscalculated.
Jesus Christ. I would crawl across broken glass and still thank her for holding me like that. Jesus Christ. I'm a woke streamer. I'm a woke streamer. We must respect women. We must respect women. Respect women. Respect. Fuck! I'm not a furry.
Don't cross my path!
All right. Here's what they're gonna say. The theme of the new season. You know that how each season has its title. This season is the Foxy Lady and the Thief that stole Raven's heart. There we go. We've got it. Damn it! The hunt is on. I was so close. I'm really struggling to read chat because of my eyes. It's just so blurry. Like, I genuinely like chat is so blurry. I have no idea. 1 minute.
You're going too hard.
No, it's nothing. It was doing it beforehand. Do you think her release skin is gonna be like the other one Emma Frost got? What, as in like quite showy? I doubt it, because neither. Oh, you mean I have no idea what they'll do for not Catwoman. Other Catwoman. Marvel Catwoman. They're not for the lesbians, and if they are, I'll become a lesbian. I like women too. Me and lesbians have a lot in common. Just because they're women doesn't mean they can't love me. Any changes for Jeff? The patch notes aren't out until later.
Hello everyone, Guangguang here. It's great to be back with you all.
New hero, new map. Transgender Raven. I don't have to trans to be lesbian.
Never imagined that his city.
What's the definition of a lesbian? Someone that likes women. Well, maybe I like women. God, I guess the world's too woke for a man to like women anymore.
Of the internal night.
Honestly.
Will face an even
World's
greater
gone mad.
crisis. Out of nowhere, Alchemax Corporation from the year 2099 descends upon Lower Manhattan, spreading its influence like a plague and transforming entire neighborhoods into their 2099 counterparts. Determined to save New York from being completely consumed, Fisk takes desperate measures. He orders a city lockdown, arrests all superheroes from different timelines, and hires Black Cat to steal a mysterious stone tablet. He believes this tablet holds the key to New York's survival, but unknowingly, his actions have crossed the line with the current Tiger Division Director, White Fox. To rescue her captured colleague, Luna Snow, White Fox risks everything to infiltrate this barricaded foreign city. In Season 7, White Fox joins Marvel rivals. White Fox is a strategist who wields the power of her Gumiho
Oh, we make sure that's spelled right. I can't see the screen enough to
martial
check.
arts, adapting her
Don't
combat
read it out
style
loud.
to fit any battle situation. In combat, she can use your Gesol to heal allies and damage enemies, absorb and store Gumiho energy, then unleash it to buff teammates and charm foes. Whether allies are getting dived or trapped behind enemy lines,
You've got some bad news.
White Fox can
Double G better give Jeff something or else I'm gonna tweet. Duck, you can't know what's happening. Nothing official is out yet. New support?
Instantly
Yeah, we are.
with-
We're getting a new strategist. For those of you that missed it, she's gonna be a
his actions
strategist.
have
Women in suits.
trapped behind enemy lines. White Fox can instantly reach their side, channel her Fox bloodline for partial transformations, and use sharp claws and mystical tails to push back enemies while healing teammates. When she activates her ultimate,
It isn't. You can't see a Fox strategist and go Kiriko. That isn't how that works.
Fox reveals her full nine-tailed form, using powerful claw strikes to suppress enemies and heal allies, while also infusing Gumiho energy into teammates to grant them unstoppable and lifesteal effects, helping the team shine in crucial moments. The new Convergence map, Lower Manhattan, will launch after the April 2nd update.
April 2nd. So is that going to be in a couple of weeks? Yeah, so that's April 2nd. So the new season will start Friday, then April 2nd, in 2 weeks we'll get the new map. Oh, new maps are some of my favorite parts of new seasons, and it upsets me that we have to wait extra long for them, because they make the game feel so fresh, because you've been playing on the same maps for so long, even the new maps, right? Because you played on them for a month or two at that point, that you get a new map, and I'm just like, fuck, give me the new map. Because, like, what if I don't care about the new hero? Or what if they're banned every game? Like, Gambit was banned every game basically after the first week, right? If that. So, like, we didn't get a new hero, like, in the game. You know what I mean? So it's just... Fuck. I wish that they give us the new maps with the new seasons.
Can Kingpin save New York without superhero help? What sparks will fly when Black Cat and White Fox cross paths? Stay tuned.
To be fair, Outrun, Iron Man is ass. Like, I don't like Iron Man. He's miserable to go into because he takes 0 skill and doesn't have to aim. But also, he's ass, so buffing him makes sense. Like, unlike a lot of the Rivals community, I can separate my personal opinion from the health of the game. Health-wise, Iron Man needs a buff. Fun-wise, for me personally, I don't care if he's shit. It's the same as Black Panther. They can buff Black Panther to the moon. If it makes him healthy for the game, I'm happy for them. I'll whinge about it from a personal perspective, but, like, let the, you know, like, what I want is different from what's good in the game. I'll talk about what I personally want, but that's not one-to-one with what the community needs or what the game needs. And if I have to have a worse time for the game to be better, then I should have a worse time. The game's not for me.
This update
it's for everyone.
Will feature a major round of balance adjustments.
Major round of
balance
adjustments.
Zhiyong will explain our plan, the adjustment process, and the specific changes in detail.
Oh, I just spilled cold coffee on my chest.
Photo mode in Times Square has helped everyone capture countless amazing moments. To make sure these memories last.
Can I be real? I'm not the target audience for this. I don't care. Like, in theory, it's cool. In fact, it's good for some content creators because I imagine thumbnail potential. Awesome. I just don't care. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just not for me.
Season 7 brings the album system. Now you can permanently save your Times Square photos to your album and revisit them anytime. You can also share your best shots, earning that.
Just Jeff. Yeah, yes, I don't have a top on.
Interactions from other players. Let your photography shine across the Marvel Universe. Happy April Fools. Deadpool and his buddy Jeff have been cooking up a new special duo emote together. Jeff loaded.
You want to ride me, chat? Chat, how many of you are going to ride me when we're playing together? Community nights just got a lot closer.
Other heroes can't wait to imitate. Log in from April 1st to April 3rd to claim this.
So, see, that's why it's so silly. It's April Fools.
Use the emote with friends in Times Square to earn units and title rewards.
Use the emote with... Sorry, did he just say...
Log in from April 1st to April 3rd to claim this emote for free. Use the emote
in Times Square to earn units and title rewards.
with
Interesting.
friends in Times Square to earn
Micro's going to love that. It's very micro-coded, yeah.
units and title rewards.
Well, we have a Deadpool main in the Spooky Cretins. It's just a lot of you don't remember that he exists a lot of the time.
Season 7, we've prepared a batch of adorable new accessories for White Fox.
Yippee! I recognize... Is this like a take on Dr. Octopus as a joke? Or is this a separate character? Obviously, that's Evil Adam, that's Penny, that's a Dragoon, Luna, Karlak? Jeff's mum? I don't know a lot of these
Mr.
people.
Fantastic, Ultron, Adam Warlock, Penny Parker, Venom, Hulk, and Elsa Bloodstone. This will be released with the new update.
We love the college student perks. Anything that supports
In Season
people
7,
to like
verified
get more
college
educated
students
and get free
will get
rewards
access
at the
to
same
a new
time. I
rotation
love that.
of 10 costumes and MVPs. University students can verify with
Chat,
their
remember,
education
become doctors and send me my 20%. That sub goal is at 75 out of 150. You need to become doctors so that I can leech off of you. You can even get free skins whilst you're becoming a doctor. This is the life plan of a cultist. Become a Raven cultist. Then go to college, become doctor, donate 1 million subs a day to Raven so he can continue to be a creator. Let me leech off of you. Why wouldn't you? It's a great plan. Question. Who's White Fox? I'd never heard of her. She a cheap knockoff Black Cat. No, she's completely different from Black Cat. She's far closer to she isn't, but she's far closer to Iron Fist in that she's got a lot of like very Eastern style influence to her, whereas Black Cat is just, you know, Catwoman, thief, cat lady. Yeah, they're very separate. Like she isn't. She's got a lot of Eastern influence in her. She's also very much like. She heals in lore as far as I'm aware, like, so she makes sense as a support. She's basically, it's a kitsune, a nine-tailed fox. They're sworn to protect people, but they're hunted by people. There's a bunch of stuff. You can look into it, but no, she's not like Black Cat. But Raven, haven't you higher education? Frankly, if it's not for you to. I could have been an electrical engineer, Andy, but then like I decided I didn't like the smell of metal and my autism once, and now I'm broke. But I could have not been broke, but I'm broke.
Uni and I got a completely useless degree.
Yeah, so Chloe went to uni and got a useless degree, and mine was useful, but like I don't use it. So you know, instead I leech off of you. Chat, become doctors, give me your money, and use your Twitch primes.
to unlock these exclusive benefits. Now, I will hand it over to Zhiyong for all the details.
She's a friend of Luna Snow, so you might have heard it because of that. Because as far as I'm aware, Danny Koo either created or had part in creating Luna Snow, and this character is tied to Luna Snow quite often.
On Season 7 team-up ability changes and balance updates.
Hey Rivals, I'm Zhiyong.
Hey, Rivals.
And as Season 6 comes to a close and Season...
Zhiyong, don't fuck me. Every time you appear, you ruin my mood. Very rarely. Currently, we're on a one-patch winning streak, right? But the 6.5.5 patch, that was a great patch. Rivals has never had 2 good patches in a row. Give me 2 good patches in a row, and I might start to trust you. Gamer Goddess?
7 approaches. I'm here to walk you through all the team-up ability changes and our major balance adjustments, featuring a comprehensive and deep analysis of our balancing approach.
She's like one of the Korean Avengers. That makes sense, yeah. I love her design. I'm sorry. Chat, you're gonna call me a furry. It happened last time when I was like, this is my favorite Wolfson fur. Look, I'm not a furry, but like, I enjoy furry things. I like plushes. I think animals are cool. That doesn't mean I want to be a dog person. However, in this case, I might want to be a cute fox girl. Why? Because she's cool looking. I'm not a furry. You're a furry.
White Fox and her agents of Atlas
Welcome in,
teammate,
Raiders.
Luna Snow, reunite in this new team-up ability.
Thank you for
White
the
Fox
raid.
grants Luna
One
a
of them
spirit fox that
shout
protects
out
her.
now.
Luna can activate and send out the spirit fox, which travels in a straight line, passing through both allies and enemies, healing teammates while damaging and briefly charming foes. After launching the fox, Luna also gains a movement speed boost for a short duration.
You feel called out. So, because I yapped over it.
White Fox grants Luna a spirit fox that protects her.
So White Fox is the anchor, Luna is
Luna
the
can activate
ability.
and send out the spirit fox, which travels in a straight line, passing through both allies and enemies, healing teammates while damaging and briefly charming foes.
So the way Charm works is, if any of you have played League of Legends and Ari, it works the exact same as Ari. Ari, basically, the charm works by it will hit you, and in this game, very briefly, but like generally the way it works is you will immediately turn to face the person that charmed you, and then you just move towards them. That is what Charm does. It forces you to move in that direction. Until we get access to actually play and test, we don't know if Charm lets you use abilities, we don't know if it lets you shoot. It could be it forces you to just look at them and you can just attack still. You know what I mean? It could work like that. I don't know. It generally speaking though, it basically stuns you but keeps you moving. So you're forced to look and move towards that person. And that's what that will do. So Luna will basically have like a ability that will travel through multiple targets, healing and damaging, and charming enemy hits.
After launching the Fox,
A bit like Emerald, yeah, but without the build-up.
also gains a movement speed boost for a short duration. Storm
You need me to do it, it's fine. Slash. I don't mind. So the way you shout people out, Greed, is you do slash shout out and then their name, I believe. Is it at their name, or can you just type like that? There we go. Like that. So you type slash shout out and then the user's name.
channels her elemental power into Adam Warlock with the force of a swirling cyclone.
So Jeff Nado's going.
When Adam uses his soaring surge ability, his movement speed is
This is so
increased.
funny.
While flying, Adam leaves behind a treasure trail that heals and speeds up allies.
So he leaves behind a mini cloak ultimate, apart from it has some other effects, and he flies faster.
Who pass through it. Jeff Nado is set to dissipate and be removed from play. Duality Dance has danced its last dance for now.
Thank you
and
for
is leaving
following,
the stage.
Kiru. I apologize if I'm reading your names wrong. I'm like partially blind at the moment and I don't know why.
Season 6 saw the arrival of Deadpool and Elsa Bloodstorm.
I think Deadpool was really good. I think Deadpool's design was phenomenal. I think Elsa's design was phenomenal. I think Elsa's overtuned so people find her annoying, but I think they smashed it with both of those heroes. Neither of them are Jeff nerf. They're not nerfing Jeff. You like technically yes, the removal of the team up is a nerf to Jeff, but like it's not that big a deal. If it like it will affect you 1 in 1,000 games, genuinely not that big a deal. But like I think they smashed it out the park with both of those heroes' designs.
Deadpool, as our first triple role
Yes,
hero,
technically it's a nerf collab, but like realistically, no, it isn't.
brought him more tactical flexibility. Thanks to his unique upgrade system, Deadpool can fulfill a variety of positions as matches progress through choosing different progression paths. His ultimate ability breaks the usual energy cycle, offering new ways to progress through choosing different
Sorry, I think I heard something.
Season 6 saw the arrival of Deadpool and Elsa Bloodstorm. Deadpool,
Our first triple role hero. Zeong? Are you suggesting that we may get another? Me and Mackie have a theory that Dr. Doom would be all 3 roles, right? Because Doom can fight like, what's he called? The big buff Hulk guy, this guy? Like, Doom fights this guy, Maestro. So you need to be a tank to be able to take hits from him, right?
Green Goblin.
I don't know. Green Goblin would be DPS probably, or support. He wouldn't be a tank. He's not tanky. So Doom, right? He can fight people like Maestro and be fine. He goes to hell every year to beat the fuck out of the devil. So like, he's a tank, right? But also, he can effectively atomize people. That's definitely a DPS style attribute. And also, he has some of the strongest canonical healing in the Marvel Rivals universe. Doom could be all 3 roles. And I feel like he's a big enough character that they would make him all 3 roles.
as our first triple role hero, brought in more tactical flexibility.
That's a pretty crappy team up, and it's a weaker version of Cloak and Dagger. No, I mean, first off, it's a team up. It should be weaker than the Cloak and Dagger Ultimate. Second off, speeding people up in video games is insanely strong. A lot of you won't remember this, but for a long time in Overwatch Pro scene and high elo, Lucio was an essential pick. Not because of his healing, but because of his speed. If you can increase people's movement speed, they dodge more reliably, they're more mobile, they're harder to pin down, they can engage it more effectively, they can withdraw more effectively. Like, speed ups, like the Marvel Rivals community, on average, is far too low skill at the moment to understand how powerful speeding up abilities are. But the fact that Adam now can cause people to speed up is insane. It's also an AoE healing ability, and it makes him faster, giving him more mobility. The team up, unless it's on like an absurd cooldown, is pretty good. If you're comparing it to Cloak and Dagger's Ultimate, which is one of the worst designed abilities in Rivals, along with Luna and Invises, where it's just, we keep you alive forever, like, you're being silly. Like, let's be real, abilities don't need to be as strong as Ultimates to be useful. You know what I mean? Lucio looks too generic. I mean, he was one of like outside. Like you've got to remember, Lucio was a release hero for Overwatch, 2016. The only other real hero shooter at that point was TF2. Like he was generic because he was a part of like the base heroes.
Thanks to his unique upgrade system, Deadpool can fulfill a variety of positions as matches progress through choosing different progression paths. His ultimate ability breaks the usual energy cycle, offering new ways for teams to break through enemy lines. Elsa Bloodstone is a new hitscan duelist. She builds up instinct in battle and uses her expert hunting skills, switching between her elephant gun and shotgun to pressure enemy flank lines, unleashing the grad trucks at the right moment.
Chat, do you want to watch the new video or do you want to watch this video? Watch the new video or do you want to keep watching this and watch this afterwards? Because this is new. So do you want to see the new exciting thing? Because I know a lot of you have seen the Dev Vision, or do you want to keep watching Dev Vision?
Can be devastating to the enemy team. Back in Season 5, we increased most heroes' base power,
Dev Vision
introduced
first?
new
No
mechanics
worries.
for ultimate ability energy acceleration.
This is a fucking huge change. This change is what the community has been asking for a while. I'll talk more about it after
And
he
change.
speaks about it.
This sped up matches, increased the frequency of ultimates.
Your TTS didn't work? You did a TTS? 1 minute, I can read it out for you. Oh, it says none found. Did you do Fish Giver? Did you do that? 17th, 17th. Oh, yeah, neither TTS as well. You've given 2. Remove Gambit and nerf Invis. That's how how to make rivals great again. Fish. And then the second one was remove Gambit and nerf Invis. That's how to make Gambit great again. Fish. I know they were the same, but they donated twice. I like if TTS isn't working and people are giving me money for it, I can't ignore it. I don't know why TTS isn't working. I apologize.
And made combat more rolling and intense, demanding better teamwork and coordination.
If
Especially
you want to be refunded for it, I understand. Don't worry, Stardew. Just like DM me on Discord and I'll refund you after stream.
to inflict overflow damage against the enemy during their Strategist ultimates. Considering the need to maintain a smooth transition, we carry this environment over into Season 6, where that was unique ultimate energy system fit right in. But there is a trade-off. Easier ultimate access makes fights more exciting, but it also compresses the windows.
I would argue it doesn't. Like, it might, like, using your big Q ability is exciting, right? But the problem with it is it exciting when a lot of the ultimates are designed, like, yes, going Big Hulk is exciting, yes, going, like, comboing an Angela with, like, another powerful ult is exciting. Attempting to get a good Stranger or an Elsa ult is exciting, they are. The problem is, there's a lot of ults that are designed to stop other ults being exciting. Invis, Cloak, Luna, Mantis to a lesser degree. Like, Loki, in theory, has an amazing ultimate that's super exciting, but it's only used to copy one of the boring ultimates. Like, there's too many ultimates in the game that entirely exist to go, we make the game less fun for other people, and that's fine from a competitive level, and even from a I saved the team, that was so clutch. But like, when these ultimates charge faster than every other ultimate in the game, it's boring. Because the problem is this ultimate charges in like 40 seconds to a minute. This ultimate charges in like 40 seconds to a minute. This ultimate charges in like 40 seconds to a minute. This ultimate takes a little bit longer, but still can be charged super quickly. This ultimate takes a little bit longer, but still can be charged super quickly. Like, a lot of the ultimates that counter out the fun ultimates and make other people have less fun, charge infinitely faster. Like, I know what they're doing already. They're gonna cut the ultimate charge time down by like 20%, right? In my opinion, they should have done that and done like any ultimate like Invis, Luna, and Cloak down by 30. So you get them less often. The new ultimate change is bad for Jeff. I will explain why you're wrong in just a minute. You're wrong, and I will explain, but we'll keep watching the video.
Neutral combat.
We've got ads. Oh, right. We've got ads on Twitch. So whilst we've got ads on Twitch, I will explain why you're wrong. So the reason the new ultimate nerf change is good for Jeff is what is Jeff's weakest area? What part of the game does Jeff compare badly to other strategists in? Support ultimates. Because what's more valuable? What's consistently more valuable, right? I am playing Invis. I'm running around, I'm doing my Invis thing, I might be getting dived, and oh, there's my ult. Instant value. Instant value with almost no skill requirement. If you, relative to other characters. If you know the sound, oh, we're being ulted by Star-Lord. That's it. That like, you just need to know when to ult, and then you hit Q, and that's the skill input of it. You can argue with Invis, there's also a little bit of gameplay in trying not to get killed, but I'd argue that that gameplay translates to most people. It's the same for Luna. Oh, we're getting ulted by Star-Lord. What about Cloak? Oh, there's a thingy ult going off. Quickly. Like, this is the strongest part of these supports, and this is why they're often meta. It's the same for Gambit, but Gambit's ult isn't just a healing ult. Gambit's ult is super powerful, and the big part of Gambit that makes him powerful is his ultimate, right? So, somebody like Jeff, who has a good ult, but it's not as powerful as the other supports, largely through the fact that Jeff's ultimate is inconsistent relative to the other supports, is going to benefit from there being less support ults going off directly. Because if you have a support ult going off every minute, and that means every minute there is a chance for Jeff ult's inconsistency to make him worse, he's going to struggle to compare. Whereas if you have an ult going off every 2 minutes, that's every 2 minutes Jeff ult is required to compare to it. It makes him significantly better, because guess what? Jeff, despite what people say, is infinitely better than a lot of other supports in neutral. They're not giving Star-Lord CC immunity in his ult. I know what you're talking about. If you've just watched the new video that's come out, they're not. I'll explain it when I see it. Jeff's neutral game is stronger than most other supports. If you compare Jeff's neutral game to, say, Cloak's big neutral thing that makes her good is this. Because it lets you blow people up. That's great. Outside of that, she's okay. Invis is her shield. Let's be honest, the shield, like how it currently works, isn't going to be like this forever. And beyond that, she's a fairly short-ranged but high-damage healer. Like, she doesn't have infinite range. She doesn't have the capacity to infinitely survive dive. Whereas Jeff is a near immortal shark that can reposition at will and heals 30 healing per second less than Invis's ultimate does. And it's AoE. Without any team-ups, Jeff's healing is 150 a second. Invis's ultimate is 180 a second. Both of them are AoE. Jeff can out-heal most other supports in the game. And this is without counting the fact that Jeff can do this, and now an Invis player can heal more as well. Jeff has some of the strongest neutral in all of Marvel Rivals. All of Marvel Rivals. All of it. Jeff has one, he is near immortal when played right. You've watched me be dived by multiple people many times and survive. He can do many things to survive better. You disabled AA? I don't know. Oh, that doesn't matter. My point is you're wrong. The ultimate nerfs coming to the game that decrease ultimates by 20%, that's good for Jeff. Because Jeff plays well in neutral. Jeff is the strongest he can be in neutral. Jeff is a phenomenally good hero outside of ultimate. The problem with Jeff's ultimate is it's really difficult to use. Really difficult. It's one of the hardest ults to get consistent value from in the game. Because on a surface level, you just do this. And then you throw enemy off the map. But most of the characters in the game are immune to being thrown off the map through double jumps, teleports, or whatever. Then you have a bunch of other characters that, like Magneto, that can just bubble themselves or other people. Then you have a bunch of characters like Moon Knight or Magneto that can get or Namor that can get really high kill chances on you when you ult. So like, getting a good ult as Jeff is really difficult and often takes a lot of game knowledge. You often need to be better than the people in your elo to consistently perform at a high level with Jeff ultimate. Whereas as Invis, in the nicest way, zero flame to Invis players, you just hit Q. You hear the audio cue that tells you they're ulting or they're doing thing, and then you hit Q and you live. Jeff doesn't have that, which means less of those ultimates makes Jeff better because Jeff is better in neutral. No, Jeff's healing is 130 per second and 149.5 per second with bubble. That's why people say 150 per second. Because it goes up to 149.5, 150 when you bubble. Hi, Shadow. So no, like, I do get what you're saying, that you're thinking Jeff is going to be worse with the ult changes. No, Jeff is going to be better. And even more so, Jeff's ultimate, when used at a high level and used well, is not used on cooldown. You do not use Jeff ult on cooldown. You use it to save people, to counter ultimates, as a reaction to other things. Specifically. Are the patch notes out? No. Gambit hits Q, the entire team dies. Like, effectively. But the thing is right, if a good Jeff isn't ulting to kill. Like, you might occasionally, and you might if you're like me and you like to clip farm, but like, realistically, you're ulting to counter a Deadpool, or to counter an Adam, or to counter a Luna, or Cloak, or Invis, or Loki, depending on what it becomes, or a Mantis. Not so much a Gambit, he gives people mobility. You can counter Elsa, you can counter Blade, you can counter Daredevil, Deadpool DPS. You can't counter Fantastic, you can't counter him, you can't counter her, you can't counter a Salakot, but you can punish her for ulting. You can counter a Wolverine, you can counter an Iron Fist, you can counter a Bucky, you can counter... No, you can't counter a Star-Lord unless they're medically brain dead. You can't counter him. You can technically counter an Iron Fist, but like, there's just better ways to do it. You can counter a Spider-Man, you can counter a Witch, you can't counter a Moon Knight, you can't counter her with it, you can... I mean, technically, but like, no. Nope. Yeah, you can, in theory. You can very easily. You can't. You can punish her for it. You can counter his ult. You can counter her ult. You can counter his ult. You can counter. You can't counter her ult, but you can stop her getting rewarded for it. You can counter her ult, but you shouldn't. You should just destroy the thing. You can counter a Venom ult because you can cleanse people of the anti-heal and save them from the second instance of damage. His ult counters you, but you can technically punish him if he's used bubble. 4 ult, you can punish him for using it. Strange ult, you hard counter. Cap ult, if they've used their dash, you can counter, but I wouldn't say so. Groot ult, you can counter, but you're a little slow for it to be ideal. Penny ult, you can counter, but he also counters you, so it's a bit of a toss-up. My point is if you're genuinely, it's a good thing. This is good for Jeff. Like, this change is very good for Jeff. And don't take my word for it. Micro said the same thing, and he's fucking one of the rank 1 Jeffs in the world. Micro is consistently fighting for rank 1 Jeff, right? So whether you agree with me or not doesn't fucking matter. Because somebody that is way better at Jeff than either of us, I'm telling you, Micro is better. And you'll be healers like Adam also still get good? What? Sorry, I've missed some of your messages. But like, yeah, there are other supports that will benefit from this as well. But that doesn't matter. I'm not talking about whether other supports. You can counter in general, yeah. If you can eat people off of it, but also it's not really worth it. Jeff counters in general. Are you online? I'll show you quickly. Quite easily, he does it because let's say I'm rooted by Angela, you bubble and you can walk out of it. Or you can ult and hypothetically eat people out of it. But I wouldn't eat people out of Angela unless they're being comboed. My point is a good Jeff ult isn't to get kills. People like will say all the time, oh, I feel like unless you're getting 3 or 4 kills an ult on Jeff, he's just a terrible hero. And it's like, you're a terrible fucking player. Why do you think Jeff needs to get kills every time with his ult? He's a strategist. Use your ult as a strategist would. Strategically! Don't just go for kills, use it with your brain! Jeff's ult can do fucking a million things in this game. You can kill people, you can save people, you can save yourself, you can reduce damage pressure, you can stop damage pressure, you can reposition. There are a million things you can do with Jeff ult, and all of them are possible, and if you're only doing one of them, you're playing Jeff wrong. This is a good change for Jeff. Also, I promise you, Jeff's ultimate charge rate, whilst being fractionally slower, will be one of the people that get hit by it the least. Because Jeff is a good stats farmer. What does that mean? It means he can farm a lot of numbers. What does that mean? It means he can farm a lot of healing if he wants to and get his ult. Chat, how often do I go, oh, I need to just farm my ult, and I stand there, I heal for 30 seconds, and I have my ult again? So, like, sure, like, if my ultimate would take, say, 30 to 60 seconds to get before, at most, I'm going to be waiting 1 minute and 12 seconds instead of 1 minute. That's not a big deal. Killing is all that matters to most people? Yeah, most people in fucking GM and below. If you want to climb into high elo, so Celestial and above, you need to get past just killing people. Like, that's my point. Jeff, this is a buff for Jeff, right? I've went on a huge tangent. I've tried to explain it. Hopefully you understand. I'm not flaming anyone, by the way, for their take. I'm just saying you're wrong. I promise. Less ultimates is a good thing for Jeff. He's really strong in neutral, and his ultimate, at best, is used to counter other ultimates. So, you know what I mean? That makes Jeff better.
Repositioning, making the rhythm relentless and potentially tiring over time.
God damn it, Stardew, I'm getting notifications about you sending me money.
Over the past 2 seasons, we have put together a plan to restructure the current combat dynamic. Compared to previous seasons, more healing and damage exchanges also narrow the energy efficiency gap between triple strategies and standard double strategies lineups, lowering the entry barrier for triple strategies teams and making team composition more flexible. With strong baseline healing and protection, smart ultimate ability energy use, and fast-paced ultimate
Sounds about right,
rotations,
Cherish.
triple strategies teams offer high survivability. In this environment, dive heroes require increased teamwork to effectively.
I like that they're acknowledging that right now it takes 1,000 times lower skill to survive dive than it does to play dive. Right now, if you're playing against dive, so if you're playing like say Spider-Man and another diver, you have to be way better than the support to kill them. Because so many of the supports have so much healing and regain ult so quickly that it's super punishing to play like a squishy diver. The best example I can give is Wyatt does not enjoy the game at the moment because Wyatt is a dive player. And like the example we spoke about was he would dive a cloak at the beginning of a fight to force her to ult. She would ult to survive. Fair enough. That's a good use of ult on her part, and he forced out an ult earlier than ideal. That's a win-win. Both players feel good there. The problem is less than 40 seconds later, right within the same fight sometimes, Cloak will have her ult back another time. Meaning, Cloak hasn't really been punished. Cloak's ultimate is on a lower cooldown in some instances than Adam. Than Adam's soul bond. Which is insane. Like they need to slow down ultimates. This is amazing.
Backliners, or provide sustained disruption to make an impact. Divers who lack team coordination or solo dive have less value. Poke heroes, meanwhile, can relentlessly strip away at their foes, applying pressures to their survival and push both teams' ultimate into faster cycles. When teamfight break out, triple strategies lineups can survive longer to withstand enemy assaults. After absorbing this onslaught, they can unleash a powerful counter-attack, relying on Vanguard and Duelist ultimates to turn the tide of battle. And while this is strong, we have heard the community thoughts about the playstyle.
So they're talking about triple
support. So let's look
now.
at some data on how much this truly affects the battlefield. We've seen the community discussion around third-party lineup stats, so here's the Season 6 lineup pick and win rates. We calculate this lineup using stats based on time spent in each composition. For example, in a 10-minute game, if 2-2-2 is used for 6 minutes, it counts as 0.6 games for that lineup. If 2-1-3 is used for 4 minutes, it counts as 0.4 games. If the team wins, both lineups get credited promotionally for wins. Considering this, you can see that
I'd love to see more. Like, yeah, I like it when they do cross-game stuff. Will Black Cat be a Duelist or a Vanguard? We don't know yet. The theory is a Vanguard.
double strategies remains dominant, with the classic 2-2-2 comp having the highest win rate. This is because while triple strategies are strong and forgiving, to reach full potential, strategies players must contribute more damage. They must not only compensate for the team's overall damage output, but also bridge the energy efficiency gap created by the sheer healing. Balancing healing, ultimate ability energy, and coordinating for maximum ultimate coverage. This takes skill and teamwork, making it more suited to large stacks. We share this data not to defend the current meta, but to encourage everyone to pick what
They have to put this in there, otherwise people will say that they're just making excuses.
best for their team. We are making major changes to the overall environment in Season 7 for a better combat experience. We are reducing overall ultimate energy gain rates by about 20%. This will be turned differently for Vanguards and Duelists versus strategies to balance the experience for different team comps. For Vanguards and Duelists, damage to energy conversion will be reduced more, while passive energy region will be reduced less, resulting in maintaining the overall cut to around 20%. This narrows the gap between poke and dev heroes in energy game, letting divers.
Basically, what they're saying is they aren't just going everyone's ult is 20% more expensive. They're doing it in a way where your ultimate just charges 20% slower. So tanks, let's say they gained X amount from damage and X amount from natural generation, they're going to scale it based off of that. Because otherwise, it would just end up that characters that farm stats still get ult at the normal rate, and characters that don't would get them way slower. They're doing it in a smart way.
Just catch up while repositioning or waiting for an opportunity. For strategists, damage and healing to energy conversion will be reduced less, while passive energy regen will be reduced more, for seemingly about 20% total reduction. This change rewards teams for successfully isolating, blocking, or diving enemy strategist healing, and after the distribution of limited healing energy, makes triple strategist teams' ultimate rotation less frequent due to low passive regen. This is a foundational change, and we will be monitoring it closely.
It's fucking huge. Like, in theory, it should change the game fundamentally. My only worry about this is that 20% isn't enough. As I gave an example earlier, right? If your ult would only take a minute to build before, it's going to take a minute and 12 seconds now. So it might not be as big of a change as it sounds, but I think they'd rather go into it a little bit more cautiously than just come out with a bam, 50% slower. You know what I mean? It makes sense that they're doing it a little bit slower, but I kind of wish they did a bit more. Because 20% is a relatively safe bet. But with such a fundamental change, I think they would rather take it slower. So I understand. I just think it won't affect as much as it could if they just really went balls deep with it. You know what I mean?
Always to encourage lineup diversity, not to simply kill off triple strategist comps. Triple strategist teams will still offer high survivability through regular abilities, but may lag behind vanguards and duelists in ultimate cycles. Of course, there will always be exceptions. For example, a highly coordinated comp containing Gambit, Loki, Mantis will remain strong with good teamwork.
The music in this is so good.
Ranged heroes have a vital role to inflict sustained harassment. They are
They're
required
trying
to
to
check
allow more
flyers
neutral
and
gameplay for
preemptively
more skill expressing instead of ult spam. Yeah, they are. They're also it's gonna make characters more punishable that rely on their ults to survive. I hope we get more brawl and dive in season 7. BP counters Jeff hard though. I mean, BP does counter Jeff, but also if like you know for a fact that you're going into a good BP or you know a character is gonna punish you, ban them. If you are a one trick, you do not have to ban what your team wants to ban, first off. But also, like, unless a character is hyper overpowered, like Gambit has been, banning them can, you know, it's just like if they're not hyper overpowered with pick or lose, banning them comes down to whether you want to play into them. I ban Phoenix because in Celestial and above, Phoenix players are fucking deadly. They will laser you from across the map and be mobile whilst doing it. But if I was in gold, I wouldn't ban Phoenix because I know for a fact that a gold Phoenix's aim isn't consistent enough. Instead, I might ban somebody like maybe a Groot because people aren't going to shoot the wall. Groot is really strong in general and a valid ban in high elo, to be fair at the moment. But you get my point. Even if he wasn't a valid ban in high elo, Groot is relatively easy to play, people will not shoot his walls, and he's going to get more value from it. Loki's another good one. If you do not shoot his clones, his value will triple. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, it makes sense. I don't think we need a Phoenix nerf right now. She's very, very strong, but she did get nerfed recently, and they're going to be buffing heroes that Phoenix would require to keep in check. So, like, it's like people want a Bucky nerf that guts him, right? But if you gut Bucky, divers become impossible to kill for a lot of people. There are certain characters that need to remain at least a level of strong so that other characters do not break the game. And there are other characters like Jeff and Penny that should never be S tier, because Jeff and Penny in S tier would make the game fundamentally unfun for everybody that isn't a Jeff or a Penny main. I mean, it is wild that they haven't said anything about nerfing Groot, but maybe they'll nerf other people that counter him. There is also other characters in the game that do still shut down Groot. I just don't think people play into the enemy very well right now.
Soften up divers. This strategy elevates the constant threat faced by the backline, helping to maintain a smoother overall pace of confrontation. We don't want a scenario where divers or flyers can.
This is literally what I was saying. If you nerf certain heroes, you might be like, thank fuck, oh, they killed Phoenix, she's F tier. But then all of a sudden you're playing into like just a flyer comp every game because they've nerfed everyone that could deal with them, and all of a sudden you're sat there going, why aren't my DPS killing the Ultron, Mantis, Iron Man, Storm quad stack? And it's because nobody in the game can kill through a Luna, Mantis, and Ultron that have just got all of their passive healing abilities on top of an Iron Man, and all of a sudden he's a nightmare. You need people like Phoenix and Hela that are unfun when too overpowered, but need to stay powerful enough to deal with that, to stop that becoming an even worse situation. Balancing isn't as simple as annoying hero nerf, sometimes annoying hero necessary, because otherwise even more annoying thing happen.
Completely dominate the battlefield, which will be exhausting for everyone. So, we are cautious with adjustments to poke heroes, ensuring fair play and dynamic engagements. We already nerfed some ranged heroes in Season 6.5, and based on the comeback data, their win rates have shown a marked decline, so we will exercise caution.
Yeah, so they're not going to nerf the people they nerfed in the micro patch. That's what he just said effectively. People like Hela, Phoenix and stuff have shown a marked decline in their win rates, and so on their end, they're seeing that as an acceptable amount of nerf. Oh my god, I'm actively experiencing excruciating period question mark cramps. I'm sorry for your loss.
Adjusting the range heroes.
Iron Man Ultron might be decent depending on what the changes are. But that's what I mean, Wyatt. Like, this is why I don't want them to nerf Phoenix and Hela anymore. Because right now, Phoenix and Hela can be threatening, but if they're not good, they're not good. You still need to be able to aim to play the heroes. They're not at that point anymore where even somebody like me can pick a Hela up and be effective. You need to hit your shots. Which is great. That's how that should work. If you can hit your shots, you should get kills with them. So, like, and if you remove that, all of a sudden super unfun comps come into existence that you just cannot deal with unless you are those heroes. Hit scan heroes are annoying but important.
In Season 7, we will be nerfing Winter Soldier.
Please don't
and
die,
Elsa
little guy.
Bloodstone.
I'd be very ashamed.
While
They're nerfing Bucky and Elsa
Hawk,
Bloodstone.
Blade.
Buffing Deadpool, Duelist. Blade, Panther, and Hulk.
Black Panther, Duelist, Deadpool, and others. However, since the Devil has been strong for several seasons, he will be nerfed.
My hot take is that I don't think Daredevil's been that good now. Like, I genuinely don't think he's that threatening. Just seems like a free season for Spidey Loki. It's fine. Wyatt. What if I get the new hero to Eternity with you? You play Spider-Man, I play that, you hit Eternity for the first time, I hit Eternity for the second time on a new hero. Because having played in Eternity, that's just my lock-in rank. I can play in Eternity, I just have to try hard.
Beyond these broad changes, in Season 7.0,
Raven, when he has to actually try and ranked and can't just fuck around spawn camping a random person as Jeff. No, this is so unfun!
Doctor Strange and
yeah, DD was fine, but I also think a lot of people suck at playing Daredevil. Because a lot of people played him when you could just run in, roll your head across your keyboard, and get a kill. And now that you can't do that, people are like, what? I don't think Daredevil needed super heavy nerfs, but also if their logic is he's been strong for multiple seasons and we're rotating him down, that also makes sense. You know what I mean? Like to be frank, I'm the Punisher, baby. Sorry, that was a dumb joke. I'm sorry. I'm such a fucking idiot. I'm so sorry. That was such a bad joke. Sorry, I've killed myself. I forgot what I was saying. No. Oh, yeah, to be frank. I don't mind if they nerf A-tier heroes down to be like F-tier if they've been A-tier for several seasons, assuming they're rotating new heroes in and out. You know what I mean? I like the idea that it's a big circle where hypothetically Jeff is A-tier for season 4. Season 5 he's C-tier. Season 6 he's A-tier again. Then he's D-tier. Then, you know, move people up and down the ladder. Did he relies on good healing and good positioning and lots of supports or line of sight supports you just die. Yeah, people need to be good. Hi, Frank. Thank you.
and Deadpool will be nerfed, while Iron Man, Scarlet Witch, and Luna Snow will be buffed.
Little do people know that I enjoy a bit of
Scarlet
Scarlet Witchery.
Witch and Luna Snow will be buffed.
Go into the
Frost,
corner?
Magic,
No.
Gambit, Invisible Woman, and others will receive turning for the new environment. Gambit's ultimate
And
is
the
the main
Punisher,
focus for his
baby.
nerf.
Gambit Ultimate's getting an ultimate base nerf. Gambit's getting an ultimate base nerf, which is what we've needed. My only worry is right, first off, they might not nerf the ultimate in the right way. Gambit's ultimate is good because it does fucking everything. It cleanses, it heals, it gives you mobility, it gives you jump boost. Like, it does everything. Like, so if they don't, like, either entirely remove parts of the ultimate or heavily nerf a lot of the ultimate, it'll be just as good. My other worry is let's say they do gut the ultimate, they've gutted Gambit in neutral in a lot of ways, so he sort of just becomes a utility bot that isn't fun anymore. Like, again, it's okay if Gambit's super weak for a season, but like, you know, maybe Gambit deserves to still be playable, because he is one of the most fun strategists in the game. He's just broken and it's boring. Luna buffs, that's what we needed. Luna is a character that, generally speaking, is good when you're not playing into dive. Luna has super high healing, she's decently mobile outside of, but it's slow mobility, if that makes sense. Like, she can cross the map fast, but that's because of her sprint, right? It's this that lets her go fast. So she can cross the map pretty quickly. The problem is if I stop, oh, I'm getting dived, let me walk for a second and then go. You know what I mean? Also, she relies on that entirely to survive, and if I miss that, oh no, I'm gonna get dove now and die. She can't really do much else. She's a bit like the Hela of supports in that if you can hit your shots, she's good. But otherwise, not really. You know what I mean? Like, she's the Hela of supports in that she's not quite as high skill as the DPS version of her, but you know, she's still mechanically intense and can reward high skill. She also has some crazy combos. Like, if you're good on Luna, you can do some crazy one-shot combos. Like, is it this? I did that too slow, but you can kill people super quick on Luna. I cancelled too early, but you see what I mean? Iron Man buff, an Iron Man buff is fine as long as he doesn't become too obnoxious. Iron Man is annoying and unfun to go into, but like he also needs a buff. The problem is right, Gambit doesn't need a buff to his neutral. His neutral is one of the strongest in the game because he does fuck. I was gonna open up the thing again. Look, you're stun locking me too much, chat. Like, Gambit does everything. He applies anti-heal. He has knockback. He has 3 cleanses. 4 if you time it right. Like, he does everything. That's his problem. He doesn't need a buff to his neutral. They just need to make it so he doesn't do everything, and then they can make him more powerful. Flake, shift, primary, and free melee. So that's what I mean by it. Like, Luna has a lot of skill in her kit. She is relatively a high skill support. Rework Iron Man into brawl character. I like the idea. Like, to me, Iron Man is like fist fighting and shit, right? Like, he punches you and then launches you away with his hand and shit. I never think of Iron Man as like a blasty from range guy.
You know, Marvel
Should have counters instead of being god jack of all trades. I agree.
Rivals heroes are very
Jeff has a lot of very strong counters and a lot of things he's very good into. But unfortunately, because he has a lot of very strong counters, people hate him.
mobile, which means landing skill shots can be tricky. That's why control effects are built into many kits to serve as a baseline guarantee for their skill sets. But as the hero roster grows, so does the number of CC effects, leading to negative gameplay.
Torch is another one. He's like super annoying to go into, but I don't like if any hero is unplayable. I don't mind if people are like Jeff, where they suck ass unless you actually put in the time to learn them. I just don't like if they are fundamentally terrible, even if you're good at them. Like, a good Jeff is fucking annoying. Did you see the Fox gameplay? We're watching after this. I've just been watching the dev vision for like an hour and a half.
Experience when they stack. So, we are planning a new core mechanic change. If a hero is hit by multiple control effects in a short time, subsequent controls will be weakened. Since this is a big change, we will test Ruli before rolling it out, targeting Season 7.5 if all goes well. As always, this isn't everything. For full detailed balance changes,
1 minute chat. I need to hide my... Oh, fuck. I need to hide my screen for a second just because I need to check something and I don't want to leak anything. Because I don't know which page. Oh, I'm glad I hid my... It is so good that I hid my page. Oh my god. I am so glad I hid my page. I would have been in so much trouble. Oh, fuck me. Oh, let me just do this. Sorry, I'm just sorting something out. I'll be 2 seconds. Alright, that can go there, then I close that, and I close this, and I don't leak anything and get us all killed. Leave page. Wonderful. Chat, we didn't get ourselves cancelled. Am I showing you? No, I would show you those. Why would I hide my nudes from you?
Check the upcoming patch notes. We will also be releasing the Season 6.5 Hero Pick and Win Race very soon.
Ranked adjustments. Ban slots! Ban slots!
In competitive, bans per team will increase from 2 to 3, and each ban phase will be shorter. With more heroes in the pool, this should help balance the experience on both sides. In Season 7, placement matches will now factor in personal performance. After you finish all 10 placements, the system will evaluate your performance in those matches and adjust your starting rank accordingly. Good performance means a bonus, poor performance a slight reduction, up to a max of 1 division either way. Based on a great portion of the fan feedback, Tokyo 2099 Shin Shibuya will return to the competitive.
The best maps are returning!
Map
We're getting the new maps
Season
back.
7.
The new maps, the old maps.
All want Marvel Rivals to be the best game possible, and we are working around the clock to make sure it feels.
The difference is, ND, this shit would actually get me in trouble. Like, I would cause a shitstorm within the partner program if I leaked some of the stuff.
As ever. Please keep providing your feedback, and we are grateful for your kindness and patience.
Everyone's been asking for more band slots.
Battle.
Chat, they locked in. Is this not one of the best seasons so far? Assuming they do the patch notes right, this might be the best season of Rivals in a long time. The best. Like genuinely, they're cooking. They're cooking. I don't know what they're on, but they're cooking. They're cooking. They're stirring. They've been in the kitchen, chat. They're making shit. Oh, I love the music.
White Fox here.
Oh my god! Look at this. Chat, will you leave me if I main her?
Fox here. The hunt begins.
So, is that going through? Should we watch it once and then I'll break it down afterwards? Oh, we'll watch it once.
Perfect synergy.
Never miss.
And here. Ancestral power. And mine. The fox awakens. Come with me. I'm ready. Beware of the Fumiho. Silhouette shimmer.
This is where the person from earlier thought that Starlord got CC immediately during the goal. She's so cool. She's so cool. Right, chat. So we'll break it down quickly for you. Her default attack charges up the little foxtails here. Her attacks, are they bouncing through or do they just travel through and then bounce? They're bouncing through. Okay, so she throws out the orbs that heal. It looks like they pass through and then bounce to a target. Right? Let me see. Yeah, they pass. Or is it when it's? Yeah, so they're going through and then they auto-track onto the enemy. Is how they work. So she throws the orbs out, they have some level of auto-track. You can see here, she's throwing them and they're bouncing up and hitting. And she also gets the last hit there. So yeah, they're auto-tracking, you don't need to have perfect aim. But they are aiming quite tight. Until we test it, we don't know how far off the aim can be. I'll test it in EA, how far away you can be and get away with it. Is it going to be like Scarlet Witch, where they just need to appear slightly on your page? On your screen? You know what I mean? They're bouncing, they bounce and auto-lock on, yeah. But is it here? They're disappearing after they hit him. This is the charm. It uses one of her foxtails. And goes on cooldown. So the foxtails use this and it has a cooldown. The charm does work how we thought it worked. If you look at hits, it does okay damage. If you watch for the damage when it hits, here is how much damage it's done. It looks to do about 50, maybe? No, because he only has... oh, wait. He has taken 25... Maybe it's about 50. 40 damage? It does 50 to 40 damage. You look, they both look at her and walk and take like a step towards her. So when you get into range of it, you can use shift to teleport. When you teleport, they get a little bit of overhealth. She then uses her charm. She enters fox form. The way it works is, for each of these tails, you get 5 seconds of fox form. You know, when you go into like this half fox form, each of the tails give you 5 seconds. You're then in a melee mode where you can shove people around. It looks like she has one ability where she dashes over them. Here, that then becomes the push. So you can see that's the dash over ability. You're then behind them. You can then shove them. It's like a 2-part ability. She's healing when she does melee damage. If you look at the other health bar here. So when she's doing melee, she heals the other person. Why is Psylocke just watching? Look up here. Psylocke is just watching them. See up there? Psylocke's feet. And then this is her ultimate. So they will put things in trailers for reasons, right, chat? What I need you to notice here is... why is it dropped to low quality when it says it isn't? They get hit by a Gruto, okay? She enters ultimate. They are still hit by the Groot ultimate. They are not CC immune. But the Star-Lord does get CC immune. If you look, she sends something off onto the Star-Lord. This Star-Lord is empowered by an ability. So the empowering ability, and he's being passively healed, gives him unstoppable or whatever it's called that makes you CC immune. So she attaches a little effect to Star-Lord. If you watch, I'll go back and I'll show you it again. She's about, you see how she looks up at the Star-Lord here? It says confirm. You see the confirm on the screen? Right here. Then the Star-Lord has some type of passive healing and is unblockable. And then she seems to have to slam the ground, healing an area. She has 900 health and heals every time she does the slam. It looks like a similar thing to Snowflake, maybe, but it's a part of an ultimate, so I imagine it's far more powerful. Generally, the way Rivals works is they don't mind having 2 things be similar, but if it's 2 things that are similar and one is an ultimate, the ultimate will get a bunch of stuff thrown in. No, Jeff can eat through Unstoppable. The Thing is unstoppable. You can eat the Thing. You just can't eat him when he's doing the charge. So basically, she heals a bit like Cloak and Dagger. Imagine it's a little bit like Cloak and Dagger, where you don't need to actually aim, but you just need to roughly be in the right area. Healing builds up these foxtails, which you can use to use the charm, or enter your empowered form. Your empowered form gives you a sort of dash ability that you can use twice with different effects. The first one seems to reposition you, and the second one repositions them. then you have her charm, which will do damage, but also charm them. You can see here she only got 12 seconds. And before she activated it, she had 2 and a bit. 2 and a bit. So she gets 12 seconds.
Come with me. I'm ready. Beware of the bullet hole.
So you do need to roughly aim them, because if you look here, her teammates are to the right. She's not healing them. She's missing her teammates. So you do need to actually look at people. You do need to aim. And they don't bounce very far, because if you look, it's smashing off of this back wall here. And it just pops. It never goes towards the enemy. So whilst it's forgiving aim, it's probably forgiving like Jeff's Aqua Burst. Where with Jeff's Aqua Burst, you don't need to be 100% accurate, but you need to be reasonably accurate. You know what I mean? You need to hit them. It looks like the same here. And also, it will counter Jeff and won't allow you to be swallowed. It depends on which version of it is. Jeff's ultimate is one of the most inconsistent abilities in the game. One of the most. You can eat the thing, but you can't eat Groot when he's under the effect of his wall. You can eat people when they're doing one thing and not when they're doing another. Jeff's ultimate interacts very inconsistently and is very weird because it isn't counted as CC like this. It's counted as something else. I mean, Gambit was the same. Gambit isn't a heal bot. And he got banned for 3 seasons. Is her healing AoE? Her healing and ult is AoE, but right now, yeah, her healing's AoE though. Empowered. You see it better on him. You see he gets hit by it and it starts healing. How much damage did the slams on her ult do? Look, 1 minute. That's a good amount. That's okay. It looks like it does like a quarter of Mantis's health. Just under. Maybe a quarter. How much health does Mantis have, chat? She's 250, right? So I'll put it at like the 40 range. Yeah, CC immunity she can't eat through, but unstoppable he can. Sorry. Jeff, yeah. Yeah, 250. So I'm guessing each of her ult slams do like 40 damage in a big area of effect. Yeah. Until we know exactly what it is, early access, we won't know for sure. I think he will still be able to eat her. She doesn't have anything around her health bar, look. In her ult form, she's healing, but she has nothing suggesting she is CC immune. She just gets more health and a big attack. Chat, I want to play her. Alright. We don't have anything new. We're caught up. What time is it? It's coming up on 6. Alright, so... Imagine Swan Big R Fox. I mean, she'll have a big hitbox. In theory, she'll be easier to hit. Wonder if she can be cancelled with Phoenix Ult? No, because Phoenix Ult destroys constructions. She's not. It would be like Hulk form. That's what it'll work like. It'd be like... What cancels Hulk form? Shredding his health. That's the same thing. It's like Hulk form. 8 minutes left? Yeah, but it won't be patch notes. You think Jeff could get buffed now that Jeff Nado's gone? I don't think Jeff needs a buff. I think the ultimate nerf is a buff to Jeff.